Good morning, welcome back to the Scrummy Cooking Kitchen. Please excuse if you hear the dog barking, please excuse her. She's getting very excited about the dog next door, so hopefully she'll keep quiet, but we'll see. Anyway, today I am going to make a tomato salsa. I am having chilli for dinner, which I made yesterday, and when I eat chilli I like to have some guacamole, sour cream cheese, salsa, all that sort of stuff with it because I just think it makes it taste so much nicer. So I'm gonna just knock up a quick tomato salsa. I don't know about you, but when I go to a restaurant, if I'm having fajitas and they're serving a salsa and they don't send me a fresh salsa, they send me one from a jar, I get really disappointed because there are basically 4 ingredients that go into a salsa. It's very, very easy to make, and as far as I'm concerned, there's no excuse for not having it fresh. But that's just me. There she goes, look, see, she's getting very excited about next door's dog. Right, okay, so let me just talk you through the ingredients. I have got some tomatoes, which I've already started to cut up just to save time. So in here I've already diced, let's get that back, there we go, diced some tomatoes, but I am going to add a few more to there. I've got some fresh coriander. Now I know there are some people that really do not like fresh coriander. It's one of those things that you either love it or hate it. And so if you don't eat coriander, I would say a good substitute would be parsley. But obviously coriander is your first choice. I've got some spring onions, which I've just taken the ends off and the outer leaves, so they're ready to chop up. And finally a lime, and that is the only ingredients that we're going to need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start chopping. So I've got some tomatoes already, and I'm just going to add some spring onions to this. You could use a shallot or some red onion, but I like it with spring onions, and I've got them, so they're going to go in. Just chop them up. There we go. Don't need many spring onions because they're quite, it's quite a strong flavour. So let's have a few more tomatoes. I may not need all these tomatoes, I'll just see. Again, in terms of, how much of everything do you use, you're just doing it to what you think. Depends how many people are eating it, how many days you want to keep it for. I would say it keeps quite well for sort of 3 or 4 days. I start it off at room temperature and then I keep it in the fridge. But you want to get it back to room temperature before you eat it, because then all the flavours start to mingle. And when it starts to go a little bit soft, you can then whiz it up in a blender and you can have it as a dip for like putting tortilla chips or whatever in. This is great as a salad on its own, or with any Mexican dish. Let's just leave it at that for now. Right, so I'm going to use my bigger knife for this, and I'm just going to chop this coriander without trying to chop my fingers off. There she goes, gotta love her. She's tiny, but she makes a lot of noise. Okay, that can go in. There we go, and finally my lime, which I'm just going to, just the juice. Just mix it up. And that's it. There we go. It tastes amazing, smells amazing, it's really, really fresh. And as far as I'm concerned, there's no excuse for any restaurant not to make this fresh, because how simple was that? That took me literally just a few minutes. So I'm going to be having this with my chilli later, but as I say, in the summer, to have it as a salad as part of you know, a sort of larger meal, to have it with chips and dips is lovely. You can have it with fajitas, enchiladas, burritos, whatever you want. That is just a bog standard tomato salsa. If you want it hot, you can add some chili flakes. You could add some actual fresh chili if you wanted to have a little bit of a poke in there. I have not put any in because my chili is quite hot. I want something that's going to actually cool it down a bit. So the fact that you're making it yourself and you can do what you want with it is absolutely brilliant. But you just literally need those 4 ingredients and that's it. So hopefully that has inspired you to make yourself some fresh salsa, and if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd be delighted to have you subscribe, and if you do subscribe and you want to know when the next video is coming on, then please hit the notification bell. Later in the week I will be posting a video on how to make fresh guacamole, and hopefully I will see you then. Take care. Bye bye.